Standard shopping campaigns or Performance Max campaigns? Which ones should you be using as a small business owner? Watch this video to find out. Welcome back to Leap, Learn E-Commerce with Ad People. My name's Chris, I'm one of the e-commerce strategists here at Ad People. If you're at the start of your journey as a small business owner, it can be confusing to know where to start with e-commerce based ads. I'm here today to talk about Google shopping campaigns, Google Performance Max campaigns, and when you should be using either of these campaigns for your business. So what do we mean by shopping ads? So when you do a search for any product on Google, you'll notice some ads at the top of the page with images and prices. They are shopping ads. If you want your products to be showing on the Google shopping ads at the top of the page, the easiest way, and the way we recommend as an agency, is to start with standard shopping ads. This is where you tell Google how much you want to be bidding on each cost per click on your products, and you will then show up for search terms within your product titles or product descriptions. One major reason we advise to start off with standard shopping campaigns is to build up data within your account. Your account has no data in it at the very beginning, and standard shopping campaigns are a really good way to gather data in your Google account. So what do we mean by building data? Building data essentially means getting data into your Google Ads account. And this can be anything from the amount of impressions you're getting, the amount of clicks you're getting, your click-through rate, your conversions, your conversion rate. Google shopping ads, like all Google products, rely on the Google algorithm. Over time, you will build up data, which allows the Google algorithm to work better for your campaigns. Another reason to use Google shopping ads is the control you have within that campaign. You can choose individual cost per clicks for your products. You can also add negative keywords or search terms you don't want to appear for, and you can also make adjustments based off what device the user's using or where they're actually searching from. One thing to be aware of if you're running standard shopping campaigns for the first time is changing your bidding strategy. Now, it's all well and good changing your bidding strategy, but we would advise against changing it too often. The reason for this is that every time you change your bidding strategy, you force your campaigns to go into another learning period with Google, and that can mean less conversions during that learning period. If you want to learn more about Google shopping ads and the bidding strategies available in them, then watch this video here. If you are ready to set up Google shopping campaigns, these are really easy to set up on the Google Ads interface. The most important thing is that you've set up your Google Merchant Center correctly, and this is connected to your Google Ads account. Without this, it's impossible to get your product showing on Google Ads. So what is a Performance Max campaign? Performance Max campaigns were created by Google last year to give businesses a way to target multiple different advertising channels, including Google Shopping. So you can run shopping ads through a Performance Max campaign, but you also appear on networks such as the Search Network, the Display Network, YouTube, Maps, and Discover as well. Performance Max is Google's way of trying to get your ads in front of as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. It is more automated than standard shopping, however, it does lean more heavily on Google's algorithm. So what's the difference between standard shopping and Performance Max? So Performance Max actually has a lot less control than standard shopping. You can't choose individual cost per clicks, you can't add negative keywords, you can't make adjustments based on device or location, and you're putting a lot more trust in Google to get your ads in front of the correct customers. So how does Performance Max work in practice? So your shopping ad will still show up for a customer searching for your product. However, if they don't make a purchase the first time, then Google will retarget that customer, as long as you've got remarketing set up, on display, search or video campaigns on some of these other networks. However, this is another reason we prefer to go to standard shopping at the beginning, as if you don't have enough data in that Performance Max campaign to retarget, then you can have a lot of wasted clicks just on random browsers that Google wants to show your ads to. The main way to optimize a Performance Max campaign is by changing the target return on ad spend or the target cost per acquisition. If you would like to learn more about ROAS, return on ad spend, or CPA, cost per acquisition, we'll be doing a video on this in the near future, so please make sure you subscribe to Leap to learn about that as well. What if you've been running standard shopping ads for a while and you think the time's ready to move over to Performance Max? Now, don't get me wrong, performance campaigns can work really well, but that's really reliant on when you have the data. Now, Google recommends somewhere between 80 and 100 purchases through a campaign on standard shopping before you move to Performance Max. However, I've seen it work with slightly less than that and can work after you've got 50 or 60 purchases in a month on a standard shopping campaign. Thank you for watching this video today. I really hope you've learned something about Google shopping campaigns and Google Performance Max campaigns. Now, the main takeaway for me is always start with standard shopping campaigns and get that data in your account before you do anything else. And don't rush the journey into Performance Max campaigns. Make sure you're getting those conversions before you switch over to Performance Max. If you are looking at setting up either standard shopping campaigns or Performance Max campaigns and you want some advice, please don't be afraid to leave a question in the comments below, and we will actively get back to you and attempt to help you in any way that we can. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and make sure you catch our next video.